In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at how Formpak Software can be used to help manage biologically active principles. I'm going to abbreviate them to BAPs. We start by adding some relevant properties. You can see I'm in Add a New Property. I'm coding the first property BAP. This will behave like a flag, and I can add this flag to all the fundamental BAP ingredients. Then I choose which property type and which property group I add this new property to. In both cases, I'm choosing food information. Next, I need to choose what kind of a property is it. For me, BAP is a percent property, and 3 decimal places is fine. I want to make this a calculated property. So I choose is calculated yes, calculation method accumulation percent, and property based on BAP. I also accept the default of calculation source regulatory composition. Then save. You'll see the effect of this in a couple of minutes. I'm choosing no property recalculation required, but it would have been OK to accept the default. Now let's add our second property. This property will be used to make a list of the BAP ingredients. So I'll code it BAP ing details and give it a name of BAP list. Once again, I'll choose the property type and property group food information, but this time use entry list as the value type. This property also needs to be calculated, so I'm going to choose the calculation method of ingredient disclosure. And I need to change the property based on from BAP ing details to just BAP. And then save. Now we're ready to move on to raw materials. So I'm in Modify a Raw Material, and I'm going to select a raw material to add the BAP property to. So I enter my search term in the Smart Search box and select methyl eugenol. Then select the Properties tab and scroll down to find the Food Information property group. At the bottom of the list of properties, there's a Smart Search box, and I can enter BAP in here to find my property. Initially, the property value is does not have, so I need to change this by clicking on the box and then selecting what kind of a property value I want, in this case 100%. So this is my indication that methyl eugenol is entirely 100% BAP. And now I've saved it. Let's go through this again for a second raw material. So this time I've chosen saffrol, so again select the one that I'm interested in, navigate to Properties, scroll through the property groups to find food information, use Smart Search to find the BAP property and indicate the percentage. So again, this is entirely 100% that property. Then save. Next, let's look at the effect of this. I'm in Modify a Raw Material again, and I'm going to choose nutmeg oil, which is a raw material containing both saffrol and methyl eugenol. We can check this is the case by clicking on View Composition. This is so we can see the components of the raw material, and there they are, both saffrol and methyl eugenol. Plenty of other components as well, and of course their concentrations. Now I close that screen and go back to the main screen and the Properties tab and navigate to the property group Food Information. The properties here don't yet take into account the effect of the new properties we just added. We need to calculate properties for this to happen. I'm going to do this now by pressing Calculate Now. And then we can have a look and see how they've changed. The new properties appear at the bottom of the list. So you can see BAP has been calculated to 2.8% and BAP ing details has 2 components, and we can click to see which ones those are. 0.8% methyl eugenol, 2% saffrol, which totals the 2.8% calculated. And finally we save. So, we've seen how to set up new properties for BAPs, apply them to ingredients, and then see the effect on complex ingredients. Results will also be calculated for formulations. For further information, please contact us. Thank you.